It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. Ladies and gentlemen, I would love your feedback. We're gonna make a YouTube video out of this right now. We're gonna start this right now. All right, for the recording, 3, 2, 1. Okay, Redbay Foundation. Let's talk about it, right? What is the Redbay Foundation? Well, there's a lot of stuff with that we need to discuss. For one, whatever we say today is big dreaming. The Redbay Foundation will happen, but it's only a matter of time, right? This is something that we're going to be building on no matter what we say today right now. Things evolve, things change, so we can dream, we can brainstorm and have a plan. But what will the Redbay Foundation end up as? Well, only time will tell, right? So let's answer the question. What is the Redbay Foundation? Well, and I'm open for community feedback. Let me know in the chat, in the comments, wherever you're watching this live or on YouTube, what you would like to see. But the core of this is going to be an actual physical facility, an actual location that people can go to, okay? And let's just start brainstorming, okay? Kind of the core of it is obviously if people are traveling here, we're gonna have cabins, right? People can rent out, stay in the cabin. Think of it as like a, kind of like an Airbnb sort of thing, where like you can go travel over the weekend or whatever, book a night or two in the cabins at the Redbay Foundation. And the core of this facility is going to be a location constructed in nature. Okay, that's a huge key component of the Redbay Foundation, is connecting with nature. Okay, we are caught up as a society, locked into our phones, social media, living online in this digital world. That is just the reality of where we live. And in our DNA, in our core of who we are to connect with nature, and it is the best therapy that you will ever find for your physical, mental, spiritual health, whatever is calling to you. Being in nature has the best benefits out there. That's all I gotta say. So that's the core of the Redbay Foundation, is a physical location in nature. And let's just start with the baseline. Let's say we construct 5 cabins. Like I said, obviously this isn't happening today. This is a lot of funds. This is a lot of planning, logistics, time, but it's what we're aiming for. That's actually stage 4. We're going to get into the 4 phases of Redbay, right? But the Redbay Foundation is the ultimatum. Okay, so we're talking about a facility in nature, and we're good to go from there. Now, those are the cabins you live in. What is this facility you talk about? Well, this is an actual, like, think of like a massive barn dominium style physical building as the core home of the Redbay Foundation, of this physical location. And fundamentally here, let's start with a big gym, right? A big fitness facility, all the equipment, the gear, getting after it, the surround sound music system, the American flag, military flags hanging up, all that fun stuff, right? Because the goal of the Redbay Foundation is to connect anybody but gamers with health, fitness, nature, and leadership, okay? If you're new to everything here, Redbay, my name is Sergeant Redbay. I am a Marine Corps veteran. I'm prior law enforcement. We're taking that experience and that DNA of who I am and structuring my life goals into the Redbay Foundation to better people's lives. Whatever this facility turns into, that is the goal. And it's as simple as that, okay? And there's gonna be a few different elements. So with this facility, let's talk about it. We've got the fitness center. We're talking equipment. We're talking the booming music, gym flags hanging up. We're talking about martial art mats, maybe some jiu-jitsu training. I've got a little background there. Maybe we bring in some friends and networks into doing some jiu-jitsu. And that's the name of the game. Also in this facility, my goal is this for it to be the Redbay headquarters. So we're talking my big streaming studio, right? We're talking about this, but 100x. You know what I mean? So at the facility, we're talking about setting up my whole rig for live streaming, recording, gaming, you name it. I want to set up multiple other gaming rooms, streaming rooms. So there's multiple setups. So maybe I'm collaborating. Maybe you're a gamer, a streamer, and we get you out to the Redbay facility. You've got a setup of your own to use while you're there. All right? So there's that. A big part of the Redbay mission, I would like to tell stories and share stories. I find a lot of passion in that. And there's a lot of content that can come from that can impact lives. So we're talking about a podcast studio in the Redbay facility, right? I'm talking the whole works, not just a microphone and a chair. We're talking doing the whole stage, making it a big old thing, right? So we've got gaming rooms, streaming rooms. We've got the podcast studio. Okay, we've got the fitness facility inside the facility. And then what are we missing here? Like a central meeting area. Not necessarily like a full-blown auditorium, right? But something where people can meet, collaborate, discuss, a sit-down area by a fireplace, you know what I'm saying? And that's the idea of the central facility. That's the core of it. I'm not really gonna go into any more of that. But it's gotta have the gym, right? It's gotta have the gym. This is like our staple of life. If you're not focused on fitness, I don't know, let's wake up. We're gonna get after it, and we're gonna get after it together, right? Yeah, kind of like a common room. Exactly. You know, the central meeting area, if you will. And that's the core of the Redbay facility. We'll probably have an outdoor fitness facility attached to it. Kind of it blends out, you know what I mean? That's kind of the idea. And if you have ideas, once again, let me know in the chat, in the comments, if you're watching this on YouTube, whatever it is. With this facility, we're talking about, we're in nature. So let's get out. Where is this gonna be? Wow, let's talk about that. I don't know. I'm not gonna say because I have no idea. And this is not going to be built this summer by any means. This is down the line, but it's something we're going to be consistently working towards. And I'd love to start working on this tomorrow. But it's gonna be in nature, not just some little couple acres. I mean, let's have some space, and let's develop some hiking trails within the Redbay Foundation, right? Because the mission is going to be to connect, once again, gamers with health, fitness, all of that fun stuff. So let's get outdoors, let's get some air, let's be in nature, okay? Additionally, a big branch of this Redbay Foundation, right? This is going to be open to, this isn't going to be closed off to just a specific niche or person, right? It's going to be open, within certain regulations, of course, but a huge branch and part of this mission is going to be for military veterans, like, right? Military veterans, okay? Me being one myself and understanding the challenges with going from military life to civilian life. One, this is why we prioritize fitness, but also the mental aspect of all this and the challenges that come with all of that, okay? We want to have a branch of the Redbay Foundation that supports military veterans. And what does this look like? I don't know. Maybe it's some sort of legally set up nonprofit where we can get veterans sponsored out, where they can travel out there and stay for free, start blending their connections to leadership qualities, health, mental health, fitness, the whole shebang, right? So there's going to be something there as well. So that's a key core component of my mission personally, and what I think the Redbay Foundation should stand for. And I think everybody can get behind that. I think that's a positive W. Okay. What else are we missing? Here? That's kind of the core of the Redbay Foundation. Okay. So it'll be like a cabin style thing. People can book cabins and come out. That's probably where financially it'll be supported. You know what I mean? People booking, you know, a night, 2 nights, 4 nights, whatever it is, to come stay in the cabins and have an Airbnb style thing. And maybe part of that booking, you have access to the central facility with the fitness center and all that fun stuff, right? I think that's kind of the baseline here, right? So that's kind of the core of the Redbay Foundation. But regardless of where it's physically located or what amenities there are, let's just talk about, once again, recap the core principles of this to connect everybody, but specifically a mission on military veterans, on gamers, on people in this digital world with health, fitness, leadership. Okay. Maybe part of that is there's Week Redbay in the summer, where we get people of all backgrounds, ages, experiences, and we set up Week Redbay, and we've got a regimented week, a game plan with workouts, hikes, campfires, cookouts, and we're staying overnight and we're in the cabins and we're having discussions, maybe special guests on leadership qualities, people with different experiences, and we bring them in and set this up as an experience that literally will change lives. That's the vision I have. That's the vision I have. Okay. So how do we get there? How do we get there? All right. We could talk all day on the what ifs and the details and the different amenities, but at the end of the day, that's the core mission. How do we get there? Well, there are 4 phases. Okay. How I like to say it. Here's the game plan. Phase 1, we have been knocking out of the park, is Sergeant Redbay and gaming. Okay, we're killing it with the gaming Warzone. We've had millions of views, thousands of subscribers, and we're only building more on that. Okay, but that's only phase 1. Okay. Now, while we're talking about phase 1, which is gaming, we are going to continue to game, right? That's part of the mission, blending gamers with veterans, with health, with fitness. We're always going to be gaming. However, we're not always going to be gaming 30, 40 hours a week. Okay. The goal is to take gaming and bridge that into phases 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So if gaming's phase 1, phase 2, it's kind of what we're doing right now. Redbay Radio. Okay. Bridging the content from just gaming to IRL, we could call it, in real life. Okay, so we're talking about Redbay Radio right here where we're interacting, and I think this is where Kick really comes into play into that equation. Okay, with live streaming. Okay, and it's not just live streaming, but of course that's a huge component of it, so we can connect. Okay, in this digital world, so we can connect. Okay, we're talking about Redbay Radio where we're doing this live radio show, good music, good vibes. We can have discussions like this. We can bring on guests. We can record podcasts, whatever it is. Okay. So if phase 1 is gaming, phase 2 is branching out of gaming into the Redbay content world. I love it. I love it. What is phase 3 then? Okay. Well, phase 3 is taking the Redbay headquarters, what you're looking at here, taking the Redbay headquarters and putting it on the road, traveling, connecting with more people. That's a huge step. Okay. Because for me to go from, you know, the rest of the house, going from the kitchen to the bedroom, the living room, and then to come over here and hit go live, I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to spend any money. I just have to hit go live. We could do this all day, every day. Phase 3 is very big. It's going to be a big financial cost, but phase 3 is Redbay headquarters mobile. Okay. We've got the truck. We've got an RV. We have Starlink internet. Hashtag not sponsored, but we should be. And we're going to be traveling the country whenever, wherever we can, however we can afford it. And that's, I guess, the biggest thing preventing stage 3 from flourishing is finances. Okay. Even just to travel from point A to point B is $400 or $800 in fuel, right? Hauling a truck, trailer, all your gear. It's time, it's money. Okay. It's time, it's money. But what is the goal of phase 3? Redbay Mobile HQ. Dude, the imagination's the limit, right? Let's take the truck, the trailer. Let's go film our adventures, share stories, connect with you guys, share more about me, discuss my life experiences, go collaborate with you guys, other streamers, other content creators, whether it's Warzone, IRL, podcasts, or otherwise. Let's bring the cameras. Let's bring the whole RV rig. Let's bring the gaming setup, and let's go out there and get after it. And just the opportunities for content and connecting and growing is endless. It's literally endless. And that's phase 3, is everywhere from the beautiful beaches down south in Florida all the way up to the Arctic tundra in Alaska, Canada, you name it, dude. You name it. If the budget's there, I'm down for it. Let's plan it. Let's make it happen. Let's set up collaborations with other streamers. Let's film videos. Let's do shorts, TikToks, whatever. And let's do live streams. We can stream from anywhere that I can set up Starlink that has a view of the sky. It's that simple. It's literally that simple. So, and that's stage 3. So then that wraps us to our 4th and final stage, phase, whatever you want to call it, which we just discussed, is the physical Redbay Foundation. okay, is the actual physical facility and getting that constructed, getting cabins set up, and getting that network moving and grooving and schmoving, right? Bringing in veterans, helping them change and better their lives, bringing in people of all backgrounds, gamers, ages that can benefit from discussing what a young person should be, a young adult, a man, women of course included too. I can just speak on what a young man should be because I am one, and I can help instill that into other young up and coming leaders in this world. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about, right? That's what we need. We need people with strong values. We need people who will be leaders and decision makers with a knowledge base, people that have background and education, experience, all of it, right? And that's what something we can start putting these pieces together while blending in and networking with other creators, doing podcasts, gaming, all that fun stuff. I love it all. I love it all. So physically speaking, that is what the Redbay Foundation is, right? Phase 1, gaming. Phase 2, IRL, Redbay Radio, connecting with you outside of playing a video game. Phase 3, Redbay headquarters mobile, going around filming, gaming, all of it. And phase 4, building the facility of the Redbay Foundation. And that's the big plan. That's going to phase 4, right? We're talking about what is the Redbay Foundation. Well, physically, that is what the core of the Redbay Foundation will be. But let's talk about more than just the physical location. What is the Redbay Foundation? Well, it's a mission. It's what we're doing right now. It's our community. It's the name of our community. It's our community's mission, and it's all of you watching right now live, watching on the YouTube video, wherever you're watching this, on clips, wherever. You are part of the Redbay Foundation. To make this mission possible, the best way to make that happen is simply sharing the stream, sharing the content, which is free. Okay? Obviously, finances, that's a whole other aspect, but the point of live streaming and content at the end of the day is to build this Redbay Foundation, this community. Okay? So it already exists. No, there's not a physical facility up in the mountains that I'm living at and filming every day and uploading YouTube videos and streaming from every day. That doesn't exist yet. One day, right? But that doesn't mean the Redbay Foundation doesn't already exist. It most definitely already exists. It's been here since day one. It's what we're morphing and growing into. Okay? So if you like the sound of any of this mission, one, if you want to be a part of it, or two, you want to help it grow, seriously, hang around, sub on the channels. It's free to follow. So drop a follow, share the stream with a friend. That's literally the best way for us to grow. That's my life mission. I don't think people understand this unless I share that. That is my life mission. That is my passion. What legacy am I leaving? What impact am I having on people's lives? And you see why we're growing just from phase 1 of just gaming. I love gaming. I'm always going to game. We're going to game and we're going to grow that exponentially and be the best gamer out there. But is that it? No, that's only phase 1. And we've got 2, 3, and 4 that we're going to keep growing into and bettering and building all 4 of them. And that's the beauty of it. Okay, gaming is just a vehicle for us to connect and build the Redbay Foundation. That's the big part about this. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, if you like the idea of that, if you like the sound of that, follow the channel, share with a friend. I appreciate each and every one of you being a member here of the Redbay Foundation, and let's get after it.